Hi, I'm Clark Nall. I'm a librarian at Joiner Library, and this short video, is going to talk. I'm going to talk about Refworks, which is a bibliographic management software. I'm just going to cover the very basics of Refworks: how to set up an account, how to create folders, import items into the database, etc. So I'm just going to show you the basics of Refworks. To get to Refworks, you click here on Database List, and then I'm just going to follow the alphabet to R. And then down to Refworks. I'm suggesting that everyone use the new Refworks. The old version is being phased out. This is the new version that's going to remain. And it's going to be simpler if you haven't used Refworks before. It'll be simpler just to start with the new version. When you click on that link, you're going to be taken to a page where you can set up an account. I already have an account. You can see here, this is my account, Clark Nall. And once I have the account set up, I can access it from anywhere. I have internet access. You see here I have some items that I've imported. These are just citations that I found using one search on the library homepage. We'll go over to my folders. You can create new folders. I'm doing some research on religious violence for my example. And you can see I created a folder. I actually created it twice, which I don't need. I'm going to get rid of one. I've already created a folder over here for religious violence. To create a new folder is very simple. You just click on Add a Folder, and then you can create a folder, name it whatever you want. So if you're doing multiple projects and you want to keep folders for each of the projects, or if you're doing a really large project, you want to keep multiple folders for, keep individual folders for different chapters, etc. This is the way you can do it. Within the folders, I already have my religious violence folder here. I can click on that. Whoops, I'm sorry, I should click here. And then you can see I can add subfolders to it. So if I wanted to have a major folder for religious violence and then subfolders for particular instances or examples, I can do that. I can rename the folder. I can also share the folder with anyone else who has access to Refworks just by adding their email and inviting them. So if you're working on a project with a group, or if you're doing research for a professor or something like that, you can put all the information into a folder that multiple people can access. So create an account, create a folder. The next step is to look for information, search for information, and import it. I'm just going to start at the library homepage, Journal Library homepage, and I'm going to use OneSearch, which is a search engine that searches our library catalog. And it searches many of our article databases. So by using OneSearch, I'm going to find a lot of different kinds of materials. And I'll just put in religious violence again. That was my example. It's already there because I've been doing it. And I can search for religious violence. So I'm going to find everything that has this phrase, religious violence. Since I put it in quotation marks, I'm going to find everything that has those two words in that word order. As I see things that I want, I can just go down the list and put them in a folder. This is the way the folder looks in OneSearch. The other article databases will have the same kind of feature. The folder might look different. You might check a box or something like that. But you'll have an option to put things in a folder. I can put as many as I want. If I just wanted to import one item, that's fine too. I can just put all the ones that I'm interested in a folder. I come up to find the folder at the top. And in OneSearch, as it's going to be in most of the databases, you can see it's already set up to export. So I can now export to Refworks. These are just some other types of bibliographic management softwares. Our campus uses Refworks. So I click on the Refworks. You can see it's giving me a choice, the old Refworks or the new. I'm suggesting you start with the new Refworks. And if that's the account you created, you want to click on ProQuest Refworks. Okay, so it's found the 6 items I imported and moved them into my library, the database, in OneSearch. And so here's my list of items. To move them into a folder, I can select individual citations if I want to, and then go to folder, or I can select them all at one time. Whoops, there we go. I'm going to go find the folder that I want to put them in. I want these to go in religious violence. Click on folder. And now they've been moved to my religious violence folder. So if I come over here to the left, go to our religious violence folder, I'm going to find those items that I just imported. Once items are in the folder again, you can share the folder with other people. You can create subfolders. If I wanted to create a subfolder for particular instances or examples of religious violence, or different parts of the paper, different chapters of a larger work, I can put those in here. I can share the folder, and I can rename it. So I can do it, you have a lot of control once you have it started. So that's pretty basic what you do. You just go to the database you want to search in, find the items you want, put it in a folder, and then import them into Refworks. And then you have them permanently in your Refworks account. With this list, I can come up to the top here. You can see share and export. I can send it to other people, or I can export references to another kind of. This will be rare that you'd want to do that, but another kind of formatting. I can also create a bibliography. So I click here to create a bibliography. You can choose the style that you want, and there are many, many styles. I'm going to go here to Citation Style Editor and show you some examples. There are very specific styles. So this goes way beyond just APA, MLA. It gets down to the specific styles requested by particular journal titles. Often they'll have their own little peculiarities that they prefer. You can see it just goes on and on. A very long list of styles. So I can choose the styles that I want. Go back to my folder. Choose the styles that I want. I've already chosen some, that's why I'm not going through the list, and some will be a default. Then I can go back and create bibliography. Okay, it's giving me the styles that it's defaulting in my case to APA. That's the style I've used most often and most recently. But I have others in here. If I wanted to change it to, for example, the style for the American Medical Association or the Chicago. These are just the styles I've imported. I've chosen, rather. You can choose any of the styles, as many of the styles you want to from the list. So if I wanted Chicago, if I click on that, it's going to change it and put it into that style for me. Then I can copy that to a clipboard. It's easy to, once you have it copied, of course, it's easy just to drop it into a paper. Put it at the end of your paper, and then your list of references is ready. You also have the option. Go back to the front, find my folder again. You have the option of tagging items. You can see that some tags are brought in automatically. So these are religious violence, religious aspects of violence. For example, in this one, these were tags that were brought in automatically. But I can also tag them, for example, if it's with my own. For example, if it's an entire book, the part of the book that you're interested in may not had a tag attached to it. So I can choose that item, go up here to this little tag symbol, and then I can just add a tag that I wanted to. If I wanted to add Abrahamic religions, for example, or if I wanted to add, let's see, this is just giving me a long list of choices. I can choose from the choices that it's already found. These are things that are already in my Refworks it's found. I can also add another choice. I could add fanaticism, for example, if I wanted to do that. And I can create a tag. And that's just a way that you can, because with the tags, you can search for the tags. You can tag the information the way you want to with your particular tags, with your particular designations. And it's just makes it easier to find later, because you can go to the search over here, the search box. You can see it's listing all the tags that I have, including Abrahamic religions. It would include any that I have also just made up. So I think fanaticism should be here on the list. There's a list of tools right here next to that search box. It gives you a couple of things that are important. One is to find duplicates. So if you have duplicates in your database, so you're creating a new database in Refworks gradually as you bring in more and more items. So you may find you have overlap. Finding duplicates will look for it for you, look through your Refworks for you to see if you have multiples of the same item. And I did, because of the way I did my search, I did the same search twice. So I am getting a lot of duplicates. You may want them because they may be in different, they could be in different folders, so you may want them in different folders. But to get rid of them, I can just come in and obviously delete the ones that I don't want. So just click the ones I don't want. It's already selecting all the ones that are duplicated anyway, and then delete them. That'll clean up your list and get rid of duplicates. So those are the basics of Refworks. There are other options that you can use, and I'm going to suggest you look into it. If you go here to Tools again, Tools to improve your workflow, it's going to give you options. And you can, some of these you have to download to your own computer because they're kind of add-ons to Refworks. but they allow you to do expand the utility of Refworks to the point where it'll insert the citations in your paper for you. So if you have any questions about that, this Get Help icon over here will take you to the video tutorials. They have excellent video tutorials that kind of walk you through the process. And I encourage you to have a look at that. If you have any questions, of course, that we can help you with, never hesitate to contact the library. If I come here to Ask a Librarian, I'm back on the home page. So I'll give you all the ways you can contact us. You can email us, text, phone, chat. You can call us, of course. However you prefer to contact us, we welcome your questions. But that's Refworks, and I encourage, especially graduate students, to use it because as you work on larger and larger projects, you're going to have more and more sources that you need to manage and collect, manage, and be able to find again. So if you have any questions, again, contact the library. Thank you very much.